What's up, guys? It's UMB Universe, and this is going to be MLP episode 13. Now, if you're watching this, I'm actually watching this episode before watching the other previous episodes to this, so this is past Do You Want to Build a Universe, letting you know about future event, watching a future episode, because, you know, I'm not all about the whole uploading it before its initial update schedule in the US or whatever, so, yeah, this is how this is going to be. Since I was pretty much tied, gagged, and beaten over to watch this episode before any spoilers get to me, I'm going to just watch this as soon as possible. As I now have the episode, and I'm just going to watch it. So here's the thing: they've been hyping this episode up by trying not to hype it, and with that, I am already going in with high expectations, but trying to keep a low profile, because if they're too high and I see it and it's not actually the things that I'm hoping it to be, then I might find it not as good. So with that being said, just know that I am going at this in a very weird mindset. So here's the thing about spoilers: even if you don't spoil me and you're constantly saying that this is something that shouldn't be spoiled, it gets me into a state of weirdness, okay? So I think it's better just to allow fate to push me forward to where it is it wants to push me. I'm going to explain my entire background when it comes to the internet and when the episode's over, because I'm not going to try to make this any longer than it needs to be. Let's get started. 3, 2, 1 now. Okay, starting off with Apple Bloom here. That's good. This looks like that one fair that they went to, the trade things. Butter biscuit?
I'm Apple Bloom.
I'm Grand Pear.
Welcome to Ponyville.
You mean welcome
What?
back to Ponyville. Grand Pear was originally from here before he opened his famous Pear Jam store in Vancouver.
Okay.
Why'd you move back?
Well, I needed a change of pace.
Huh.
Okay, I think your voice is gonna bother me.
This is delicious.
In the sense that I'm trying to make sure that I understand what that voice is.
Never having this.
Glad you like it.
How much?
No.
Wow.
What do you mean now?
Mr. Grand Pear, sir.
What do you mean
It
now?
was real nice meeting you.
Alright, it's just definitely gonna have something revolve around that guy.
Glad you're back, Sugar Cube. Just in time for breakfast for dinner.
I got the
What?
perfect topper for flapjacks at the market today.
Is that... No, that's Linner I'm thinking of.
Pear Jam? What were you thinking?
Wh- Okay, so already got apples and pears. Alright, cool. Apples, not a very good pear. Alright, whatever this is gonna be, I guess we're gonna have probably like a flashback related episode, maybe. I can probably see that, since it's Granny Smith. And this pear dude. Alright, cool. Alright, good setup so far. Good setup for things that I'm hoping to come, I guess. I'm just... Since they've been telling me stuff about this, it's very hard for me to start talking about other things, because I'm afraid I might say something out of turn. Like, I hope I'm meeting expectations.
The big deal is that there is a long-standing feud between the apples and the pears.
Of course, because fruits, they can never just be equal.
Well,
Why?
actually,
The
I'm
perfect
not
pear.
really sure.
Okay.
You have any idea, Big Mac?
Why did you... Nope. Really?
Then I guess we should ask Granny? Ask
Just-
me what?
What goes better with apple fritter flapjacks? Caramel syrup or praline?
Praline.
I'm not picking that up.
Smells great, Applejack. I'm gonna go wash up for supper. Be right back.
Long-standing feud, huh? Okay.
Listen, Sugar Cube.
Bet some people died, I guess.
Ever asked Granny about the feud or the pears?
I'm
she got
joking.
so upset she couldn't talk. Best not bring it up.
Okay, but that
Great.
grandmother was really nice to me, even though I'm an apple. I wonder what happened.
Me too. But if we can't ask Granny,
Maybe it's because, I don't know, maybe you just let bygones be bygones? Of
it's the family historian.
course.
What do you
Great to
think,
see her
Mike?
again.
Sibling trip first thing tomorrow?
Yup.
I'm happy that they're bringing her back, because, you know, since she has all records and stuff, I mean, if... I'm telling you, we have a hoarding problem, and she needs help.
Now that's how you make an entrance.
A very big entrance.
Well, anyway, it's so wonderful to see you three. To what do I owe the pleasure?
Well, Goldie, we were hoping you could tell us about the feud with the apples and the pears.
Oh. Oh,
Oh.
dear. Well, does Granny Smith know you're here?
If she did, we wouldn't be here, would we? We'd be dead.
He was real nice.
Oh, deaf talk for me now. Oh, that's weird.
Or something, and we can fix it.
Well, I don't know about that, little one, but
That
if it's
that
a story
one,
you're after,
I'm happy
have
that
a right
cat
to
came
know.
back.
Let's see, I've got a stack of books here someplace. Oh, Apple Family History, Volume 137.
How
Here
convenient.
we are.
It's
Filled
right
with
there.
pears. I mean, pears. My eyes ain't what they used to be.
I would have liked a few with the bears, though.
Sweet Apple Acres wasn't the only farm in Ponyville. In fact,
Okay, yeah.
there was another one just right next door.
Ah, so it's like a red versus blue
Time to
situation.
get your apples. Nothing sweeter than biting into a crisp apple on a beautiful fall day.
Oh, it's great to see.
Please.
I'm gonna say teenage
No good
or
farming apples.
around 20s. It's Granny Smith. Nice.
Or sour, like the expression on your face right now.
Oh.
And so, who was the best farmer? Who took better care of their trees? If Granny read to her trees at night?
And then the little tree reached its branches up to the moon. And
I don't
the
remember.
moon said, "Good night."
I'm not 100% on what the design was for her old ages, for the flashback ages of this.
Wouldn't get cold.
Good night, trees. I've got you covered.
Okay, that's just going into creepy territories for your trees, buddy. I like trees. I'm not one to talk. Forget it.
In fact, all the apples in the
Apple Core. I'm gonna guess that's his name.
The only apple and pear who ever got along were Bright Macintosh and Pear Butter.
I'm not supposed to talk to you.
Wow, you are a very articulate. You two are very articulate for. Whoa, okay.
Cup under your chin, it'll make your chin glow, but it doesn't work on me. See?
Does it work on me?
Oh,
It sure does, Buttercup.
well done.
Buttercup. I like that name.
Wait,
And now you gotta. Okay.
Bright Mac and Buttercup, those are our parents' names.
Of course, Buttercup was just a nickname. Well, that was a given name.
Okay, just throw that in there.
Pear?
Okay, okay, I can see it.
Believe it. How did we not know?
Well,
Well, no one bothered to tell you, apparently.
and a cutie mark was a preserved job, but pear butter don't look too much different from apple butter, so no clues there.
Is there anything else you can tell us about them?
I know.
Oh, this is gonna be great.
very much.
Okay, first I'm just.
Magical, star-kissed, other side of a rainbow kind of love. You couldn't be.
You could say Star-struck lovers?
Love you a little bit lighter than air yourself.
Okay. Yeah, I like a Romeo and Juliet story.
138 for that.
Oh, there it is.
I'm sure I could wrangle it in a couple of days.
That's all right, Goldie. It was nice just to hear it.
I just remembered something.
What?
Your dad and his buddy Burnt Oak would get in all kinds of trouble together as colts.
Burnt Oak? The firewood sales pony? I
Oh,
haven't seen
dude.
him in ages.
Sounds terrifying.
Dad was thick as thieves back in the day. Y'all should talk to him.
Okay. All right. This is already beginning to be even better setup than before. Now we get to know more about our parents. It's great.
What can I do for you? I know you're not here for firewood. You got more trees than any pony in Ponyville.
It's high noon somewhere in the world. I don't know why I just think about McCree.
About your dad?
Oh, come on.
Yup.
Hmm.
Man, I wondered if you might. Hoped you would. It's nice to talk about him.
It's finally good to talk
We
about
had
him.
a lot of laughs. In fact, this one time, we were racing to see who
Oh my
could go
God.
the fastest, and Bright Mac was leaving me in the dust. He would have won too if he wasn't so distracted.
Jesus Christ, dude. And you single-handedly made it so they probably hate the apples a little bit more.
Pear butter, what did you do?
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure.
Or get your future wife in trouble. Okay.
She didn't do it, sir.
Excuse me?
He was a very strong-looking dude. I like that. I see where Big Man gets his looks.
Well, you owe me a new silo, boy. And you, come with me. No daughter of mine is gonna make goo-goo eyes at an apple.
This is just, you know, Romeo and Juliet. I mean, I'm good with this. It's good. I like it. I like this development, finally.
Grandpa never would have known it was your father's
God.
fault. But there was no way he'd let your mother take the blame for something he did.
So Dad was super honest. Apple doesn't fall far from the tree, huh, Applejack?
You could say that for a lot of
Dad
you.
worked the apple farm all day and then headed over to the Pears on his breaks to fix the water silo. I didn't see him for weeks. Not that he minded. Gave him a chance to get to know your mom.
Did you know our mom, too?
Buttercup was a real peach of a pear. But if you want to know more about her, you should ask Mrs. Cake.
We're also going into these.
She and your mom were inseparable when they were fillies.
Okay.
Then let's go.
So many connections of which we did not know before and now knowing. This episode is great.
If we stop by again sometime to hear more stories.
I'd like that very much.
You know, I'm very indifferent about this whole you being really more talkative. Who am I kidding? I love it. It's called development.
Toast. All three Apple siblings. Hi, Mrs. Cake. We heard you and our ma used to be real good friends, and we were hoping you could tell us a bit about her.
That's a face of a person
I
who...
would love to. I never knew the right time to bring it up, but I'm
Since, you know,
glad you came.
the writers just didn't call for it until now.
Know that it was your mom who convinced me to pursue baking?
Of course, because now the Apple family just...
Not always. Back when I was Chiffon Swirl, I had no idea what I was supposed to do. But one day, your mom brought me some candied pears, eggs, flour, sugar, and vanilla, and told me to just be creative. Next
Just
thing I knew,
be creative.
a pear upside down cake, and I got my cutie mark. It was like she knew what I was supposed to do long before I did.
So she was like a pre-cutie mark crusader. Awesome.
You're just like her.
That
Nice.
was the first of many cakes.
Jeez, these parents are omnipotent.
Through it all.
No, it was an omni...
Taste tester.
It's an omni something.
Help
My
with the decorating.
Lord.
And prep new ingredients. Over the years, I perfected my recipes. Your mom did so much for me. One day, I wanted to surprise
This is gonna lead up to something very, very dark, isn't it? Or very, very heartfelt. Either or, I am not looking forward to the ending of how these two apparently don't show up anymore. Dude, smooth. Come on, man. This is how relationships should work. See, you two being yourself, and then, you know, they just roll with it.
Oh, it's just you. Sorry. I just brought you a little something to say thank you. But I see you're...
Oh, it's adorable.
Promise you won't say anything?
Oh. Granny Smith. Oh, then.
Tarnation are you doing, Brackneck?
I see this is where you originally just got your voice in the area. I mean,
You and Bright Mac? Oh, I wouldn't believe it if I hadn't seen it with my own eyes. Your
Didn't-
families hate each other. I can't help
Yeah.
it. We just sort of have...
click.
Then Pear Butter told me the
Man, how they
sweetest
handle
thing
relationships in this show is
ever.
actually a lot better than a lot of other shows do. It's very
Happy 130th
sad in a way for those guys, but for this it's good.
56-hour anniversary, darling.
What? That's way longer than we've been together.
I can
I know,
probably.
but it's the anniversary of the first time I called you Buttercup.
That's
It's okay.
this
if you
guy.
don't get me anything.
It's like I don't. Just,
Actually, I did.
A guitar for me, but I don't know how to play.
and then he just rips his awesome chords.
We're far apart, and every
way, but you're the best part of my day. Sure as I breathe the air, I know we are the perfect pair on a prickly path that goes
Jesus Christ.
on
How did...
but it's worth it just to see you smile. And I cannot be pulled apart.
Oh, this is beautiful.
You have my heart, and even if the world tells us it's wrong, you're in my head like a catchy song.
Wow.
Oh.
It's just, wow.
Do you like it? Be honest now.
It's the best gift you could have given me.
Seasons change and leaves may fall, but I'll be with you through them all. And rain or shine, you'll always be mine.
Oh my God! Stop. I can't deal. All right. And he made sure to let you know that yes, this is still during the time Nightmare Moon is still in the moon. Okay.
Me too, if I can't help falling in love with you.
Hey, no fair. I was gonna tell you the same thing.
You're just mad I beat you to it.
Finally, just a relationship that is a relationship and not like, you know, doing her best to make it so it's good. Oh.
And say surprise. And then you'd say, "Oh, right, Mac, I love it." And then I'd say, "I love you." Too bad it didn't work out, though.
Yeah, too bad.
Oh, I see where you got that. Okay.
The pears are moving.
Why are you surprised? Of course they get
I didn't know
together.
all that stuff happened before with Granny and Grandpa.
It must have been really hard on our parents.
Oh, it was.
Mm.
We're moving to Vancouver? But that's so far.
Vancouver.
It's what's best.
I don't
There's
know why.
acres of untouched land and a warehouse to make our jams. We'll get to expand our business and get away from those gosh darn apples.
Yes, of course, because, you know, they've done so much to destroy everything that you've built up from your
Did what you
ground
had
up.
to do.
So, that's it?
What do you want me to do, Brat Mac? We're moving. I love you, but I have to stay with my family.
Then Bright Mac did the most romantic thing I've ever seen any pony do.
He went to Princess Celestia,
Pony to tell
and-
that story.
he went to Princess Celestia, and then they destroyed the planet.
Not as well as Mrs. Cake, but
I haven't seen you in a long time.
The night before the Pear family,
Long time.
Bright Mac asked me to meet him at the edge of Sweet Apple Acres.
Huh. Oh, you
I
married?
don't want to be apart from you, ever. I'm not
Okay.
sure what we'll do, but I'm sure of us. So sure that I'd marry you today.
I would too.
Would. I don't like that.
That's my cue.
Oh.
I had
So, that just fully confirms big hair. Okay, cool. I mean, they brought that back.
That's perfect. Bright Mac knew Buttercup wouldn't want a big splash,
Reminds me of some pony else I know.
Yep.
so they had a special way to seal their vows.
I now pronounce
That was
you.
nice.
What is going on? What's with all these hair candles?
Pear butter, where are you? You're supposed to be packing. What are you two doing?
I'm telling you, your voice is already still bothering me. This is really like,
Buttercup and I are in love.
And we'll be married as soon as Mayor Mare says, "Oh, I now pronounce you husband and wife."
There you go. It's official. Haha, you can't do anything about it.
What are you talking about? Married? You two can't be married.
Well, they are.
Something we can agree on. Pear butter, enough of this nonsense. We're moving. And you gotta stick with your family.
But the apples are my family now too.
Just got destroyed. Oh my god. Where are the sunglasses and the air horns?
Are you choosing to be an apple over being a pear?
Are you making me choose?
Yes, I am.
Whoa. I've never seen such a douchebag of a dad since that one douchebag of a dad. But hey.
Fine.
See, Granny Smith, the considerate one. Nice.
Up and let ball like that. No wonder Granny never told us about any of this.
These things are never easy.
And it's hard to know when it is a good time.
Yeah, of
Seems
course.
to me that now's as good a time as any.
To talk to both our grandparents.
I agree. You know, if we got this story anywhere else in the seasons,
Grandpa?
things would have gotten really weird.
And this year's Big Macintosh. But you already know who we are, don't you?
Sure do.
Did you really move to Ponyville just for a change of pace?
No.
Then you came here
Rebuild
because
old
you're
bridges?
sorry and you want to get to know us too?
I'm so sorry. I was just so angry, but I never.
It's in the past, Grandpa. Oh, can I call you Grandpa?
Sure can.
So nice.
You all get to. I haven't seen Hydra Harriers all day.
We've been all over, learning about our parents.
Parents.
You have.
Parents. You know, I just got that.
So, you're back, hmm?
Sure am. Never should have left.
Finding you and learning all about Mom and Dad, I feel like I found a piece of me I didn't even know was missing.
Hearing their story makes me feel closer to them somehow.
I'm sorry. I should have told you all about them sooner.
And I should have been here.
Really dodging a certain thing. Ah, I see. Okay.
I let a silly feud keep me from my family.
Nothing's keeping you from us now.
Mm.
Let's not miss anything else.
Applejack's right. Welcome back, prickly old Pear.
So those are gigantic carrots.
Crap.
I'm sorry. Never
Now
mind.
that we're all
This
together,
is
there's
off topic.
something we want to show you. Mom and Dad left us something to remember them by. Come on.
Where they go? Stop messing with me. Okay.
Beautiful.
It's impossible.
I like how you say that, and it's actually, yeah.
Hey, Pears.
You know, magic, I guess. What do I know? There's a billion trees out there. There's probably a tree like that somewhere. Oh, that was beautiful. I think I teared up a little bit after that. Still dodged a certain thing. Are they gone or are they gone? You gotta specify that for me, because I've just been getting people just tell me about the hints that they're dead. But you know, I'd like a confirmation. Yes, it's a kid's show, so they have to do hints like that for the older people who probably already understand those sort of hints, and those kids don't. But my lord. All right, let me just get this out of the way right now. This is not exactly what I expected the episode to go on, okay? Let's get that out of the way. As for the hype train, I really wish there was no hype train beyond this, because I actually would have been more surprised, because I was heavily... Here's the thing. What image would I have to see to understand that this is a origin story of Applejack's Big Mac and, you know, Apple Bloom's parents? I'm going to be discussing it with these guys before I upload this video, so I'll obviously talk to them about this. But here's, for future reference, for past Do You Want to Be a Universe, before, you know, I get to talk to you and other people on the sense, this is an episode that was heartwarming, great, and in its own sense is a great, fantastic episode on its own merit. If I'm talking like pure hype train, I can't believe they actually went this far and finally delve into something, delve into something that we've been asking for, or hoping to expect to see at some point. This definitely fits the criteria. We've always wanted to know more about the Apple family's, you know, mom and dad, and I'm happy that they handled it like this. It's a Romeo and Juliet story with possibly to death, because they haven't really like said outright, and I don't think they can say it outright due to the whole kids show fanatic thing. But Man, okay, but seeing "Remember Me By" definitely just indicates death. But hey, my mom left me a computer to remember me by when I'm here at college, but she's not dead. So hey, okay, but yeah, if I was just given natural time, because if I saw, for instance, if I saw an image of the Applejack, man, I am not good with names. Hold on. Bright Macintosh and pear butter. Okay, you can't blame me on the pear butter part because I don't believe they actually said her name just as much as Bright Mac has. But in the end, names have never been my strong suit. But okay, even if I saw an image of Bright Mac and pear butter, would I immediately get the immediate thing in my head that these two were the parents of Applejack and Apple Bloom and Big Mac and all that? No, let me just let you know that. No, I would not, because my brain is not that smart, guys. The only way I would actually get that if someone DM'd me a picture and say, guess who's the parents of Applejack and all that. That would be the only way that would be a true spoiler. In this case, it's like, it's this. The episode in of itself was phenomenal. All right, it was phenomenal in the event of expanding upon something that we've been wanting to see. I've been wanting to see this for a long time, and it was interesting. I'm also intrigued that they went the whole the Romeo and Juliet route. That the parents weren't just both apples, and then they just like that. They're actually part of a feud of apples and pears. I don't know why saying that makes me think of like something that used to be like a saying or something like that. But even if it was, apples and pears. And I can understand why they were in a feud. I mean, if they were right by each other and they're doing like business and stuff like that, then of course you're gonna have rivalry in the sense of a business standpoint. I'm happy that I'm at least happy that Granny Smith accepted her into her family. It was not like, you know, the dad of I'm not good with names, of the mom. It's just he left. Man, that was actually pretty. Like I can't believe they went that route in this show. That yes, there will be people out there who will not conform to that of what you would expect. I like that. It was a nice little twist that he actually just said, no, I'm not going to accept this and I'm leaving. And he left for a long time. And it took him this long to come back. It's a very deep episode. A very deep episode that a lot of people can enjoy, and not just kids, but actual, you know, other people. Because how they handled the relationship, I know I'm opening this can of worms again, but if they can write this good a relationship in the span of like 22 minutes... why couldn't they do one with another character, he who shall not be named, for 3 movies? Alright, that's basically all I gotta say on that. If they can write a good relationship like this, they had chemistry together, they had nice little moments together that actually were justified in on themselves, they had a reason to come together, and they stayed together for these reasons, and actually brought a family together, not just of themselves and, you know, the future generation, but for the Apples and Pears family in general. I don't think Granny Smith hated the whole of the Pear family since considering what happened with Applejack's parents. But she just hated that one person who just gave up on them, and it was just that would tick me off too to that end. And I'm happy things are amended now, but. That's basically what I gotta say. That entire message of him just not accepting it was a way bigger message than many people might try to think that it's not. I mean, I look at it as not many things do that. Usually when you have something so beautiful as getting married so they can combine a family together like that, you would get them to understand what they've been through and how they feel in that scenario, and then you just like, no. In a kid's show. I mean, I'm sorry, that just baffles me. And it's probably not even like anything that is big to some other people, but like, that just weighs on my mind, man. Okay. What else to talk about? Like, this opens up just pretty... Okay, bringing up something I said in the mid-reaction. if we would have gotten this type of episode, like anywhere else in the series, let's say season 3, would you have felt the same impact? No, you would not, because they explain stuff that would not show up for at least, Apple Bloom later on. And and Big Mac, throughout the entire course of the series, has been slowly but surely just becoming a character, like, not just the guy who says, yup, and nope. He's just a guy who has a signature catchphrase of yup and nope, but he talks. Like, just talks. He's a character now. He has an entire episode dedicated to him singing and also just talking to, trying to develop his own relationship with another mayor not too long ago. It's just solidifying the fact that he is just a character now. And since he is now a character, you can do this sort of like thing and have honest feedback. Just imagine season 1 Big Mac and him just saying yep and nope the entire time of learning about his parents. Yeah, that would not be as impactful now, would it? So, yeah, I agree that when they say sometimes we don't know when the right moments to tell you, it makes sense, because telling us that almost any other moment would have lessened the impact of what the story had to offer. And I understand that. That's great. I like how this show is structured, and I wouldn't be surprised if they were thinking about something like this for a while, and they just found this to be the right opportunity. If I'm wrong in that, and they just came up with this just for the season alone, and just thought, hey, maybe this would be a good time just now, then yeah, they got that. But obviously, since they've been dropping some subtle hints about the parents and what this stuff like, and that's just not the family reading too far into things that aren't there, then yeah, they probably were thinking about this for a while. Since they kind of already know, well, if BronyCon and any other type of like community-based like thing is to be warranted, they already know that this fan base is mostly comprised of a lot of older people than just kids. So they know to put certain subtle hints of actual mature themes, such as death, in a kid's show without kids actually, finding out. Because I would know. I used to be a kid, and I didn't understand half the stuff that I was listening to throughout my entire course of life. And after rewatching those said shows and movies, I now understand. Man, I can't believe I did not see that. So, yeah, it was beautiful. Did I mention the whole relationship building thing? Yeah. I touched upon it with the whole he who should not be named thing. This is a real good way to write two characters having an honest attraction to one another. You have them as foals. I hope I got that right. Foals. And you already see the connection right there. That's how they connected with one another. And then that just slowly builds up more and more. You got him taking the blame for his mistake, making sure she doesn't get into any trouble. Then you have her sneaking off with him to have fun. And just that continues on and continues on. It was just written perfectly. I gotta say, there's not many places where I can say there was a hole in a relationship. Like, I guess if you want to be that cynical guy, and I guess I could be that cynical guy, I guess you could have had one moment where they had a disagreement with something. But then again, that would kind of take away from the entire, like, the overall message and the theme of what this episode was trying to portray. Sure, in a relationship, you're gonna have at least one spat. I mean, no relationship is 100% perfect, because perfect doesn't exist. Unless you're the trumpet guy who's in Courage Cowardly Dog. But, hey, you're not perfect. That's all I gotta say. If you want to be that guy, you don't have to be that guy. That guy doesn't even have to exist. But just know that there's people who can find the littlest of things and complain about it. And that's just probably the only thing I can probably think of. But as for me, I find this to be one of the best episodes in its era of what it is. When it comes to development and origins, I like this type of building on a character family and motivation. We've been getting a lot of families in this season, haven't we? We got to see Rainbow Dash's mom and dad like fully, and what their personalities are like, and how Scootaloo handles with them. And now we have Apple Bloom. We're gonna get Sweetie Belle, and we're gonna get Rarity's parents. I wouldn't mind that, actually. I think I want an episode dedicated to every single person's parents, because we got, like, family ties with Fluttershy with the cousin, and I believe it's cousin, and stuff, but I just want to know more about family ties and stuff like that. And we already got Pinky and her family. We pretty much already had a dedicated episode to them. not that I would mind like an entire backstory of when they start at the rock farm, but hey, that's just up in the air there, man. I love it. I love it. I love it. And if this is actually, how they did the whole Luna thing, where Luna goes to each one of the CMCs and affects them in some way, and it's like an arc kind of thing, like they all get help and then they all kind of come together for this one final thing. If that's supposed to be how this is supposed to go, that we got an episode dedicated to this main character's family, and this one dedicated to this main character's family, even though we really wanted this main character's family a lot more than a lot of other families, you could say. I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind that at all. And that's pretty much all I gotta say about this. It's like, man, I'm impressed. I'm definitely impressed that the writing of this is just like gone to the point where it's transcended from just commenting it as, wow, this is great for a kid's show, to this is great in general, period, and how it's structured. It's great. It's great, even though it is ripped straight from a Romeo and Juliet. But hey, a lot of things are taken from Romeo and Juliet. Nothing is original anymore. I guess you could say also that too. In the end, it's good. And also, did anyone in the beginning where you see where they had the two kiosks and the apples and pears with Granny Smith and Pear, dude? Did any of you guys get a flim flam vibe from those two? Trying their best to outweigh the competition of their business and just kind of oversell their product to the point where they'll attract more people to their side and then leave the other guys in the dust and that sort of way. That's the one thing that popped into my mind. Just like, so back in the day, Granny Smith was something that she worked against at one point, which was, the monotony of business itself. That it can be there, and that's what I got. But hey, no, this episode. Oh man, this episode. Oh, I don't know why. I can't stop talking about like the subtle things in this episode. I think that's one thing about I think that's one thing about it. Yeah, and I like how this episode brought other characters into the mix and also brought in their backstories as well. Like Mrs. Cake, we didn't know about her backstory, and I don't really know if a lot of people necessarily asked for it, but hey, it was there for people to know. It also just seemed like the Apple family is like the biggest family to change things in a lot of aspects, because Granny Smith was a part in like the founding of Ponyville, and you got that, and you got the you got the Zap Apple stuff, you got this, you got her, Mrs. Cake having her origins of how she got her cutie mark from the mom. It's like, man, these apples, they truly affected everything, didn't they? Man, yeah, I liked how they brought those together. Even the mayor, I want someone to tell me, how long has it been since we've seen the mayor like an actual character-wise, where she's doing something and it's actually a significance to something, like that. I know there has to be another one, but literally what comes into my mind is just the one moment that she has in Winter Wrap-Up, and that's like season 1. So please tell me, because man, I don't remember much of her being much of a character. Now she was actually a big part in this, in tying more into the story, and it's great. It's definitely really good. Like I'm happy that they did that, and I'm happy that they brought the whole her hair is actually pink. It's good, man. What is up with this? It's like I keep my eyes off of this for 1 second. It's just like, it's just gonna mess up on you. Okay. I think I rambled a little bit too much now. But yeah, this is a good episode. Again, I do 100% believe, while it's not being spoiled on what happened, being overhyped or hyped in general on anything is going to lead to disaster. And I think it's because I've been disappointed on a lot of things I was hyped about. No Man's Sky being one of them, Mass Effect Andromeda, and a lot of different other games and other series that I've been into, and I think it just weighed on me to the point where if I'm ever hyped about anything, I just think of it a little too whenever I watch anything completely 100% blind and not knowing anything of what's going on, period, not even like supposed to be forced to watch an episode. I did say I was gonna talk about how I made my YouTube, huh? Well, I filtered out, and I found a way to filter out like specific things on YouTube, and I don't get any MLP related content. I don't get any like promos to movie. Don't get any like any sort of thing. If it has MLP or Crush Your Girl or anything like that, it does not show up on my thing unless I deliberately go to a channel that specifically has that stuff and then it shows up in my recommendations or something like that. Nothing of the sort. Unless I'm actively trying to find something MLP related, which I rarely, if not ever, do unless it involves like a very important fan-made thing, like Lullaby for a Princess, for instance, then I am not going to find anything MLP related and be spoiled by people who like to put up images that are really spoilery. So that sort of thing. So for anyone who is afraid of me getting spoiled on any episode, period, and this goes to you guys, you know who you are, it will not happen. It will not happen, and I swear to you, if it does happen, I will open up in the video that I got spoiled, but it is not going to ruin my overall experience of an episode because I want to see what that spoiler had to do with the overall plot of the episode itself. So it kind of like with the cutie mark crusaders and how they got their cutie marks. I may have gotten spoiled by one comment telling me I'm happy when such and such achieved their dreams, which my mind immediately clicked to the CMC gaining their cutie marks. I did not know how they gained them, and I didn't know how impactful it would be to another character, Diamond Tiara, of them receiving them gaining their cutie mark. Because receiving means that they've been asking for it for so long, and they just was given to it by some divine prominence. No, they earned it on themselves, and that's what they got, and what they deserved. So yeah, that when I say it like that. So let me just tell you, I don't read comments anymore as much, at least not as much as I used to. I at least read comments to a certain extent for the people that I know that actually have honest and genuine questions, and then I stop. Because I know there are people out there who are douchebags, who don't care about my blindness of the factor. And you still got people on the line, whether they be joking or not, thinking that blind reactions means it's a blind guy not watching anything and reacting to the sounds, which is a really stupid concept if you really think about that. Now I'm just rambling on about stuff that you guys don't even care about. But let's just get this straight. Spoilers are not ever going to be a problem with me anymore. I can wait for the initial release date for this. Because I don't even know what the other episodes are supposed to consist of later on this. This is a fantastic episode because it finally delves into something that a lot of people, including myself, have been asking for when it comes to Applejack and her parents, along with Big Mac, Apple and their parents. It's great, but I could have waited for it. And I could have enjoyed it when it came out then. Australia may have gotten it early, good for them, but I'm here. I don't know anything yet, and I can steady wait for it. I am happy to see this, heck yeah, but yeah, I could wait. Now if Grogar showed up, I can say I wait too, because I want to see Grogar in his Grogariness, in his greatness, in his own respective episode when everyone is able to see him out in the public, and it's just like that. Because right now, no one's going to see this for who knows how long. Like, who knows how long. So, yeah. Man, okay. That's done. I'm just gonna end this video now. I think I talked about and touched upon every little thing that I could probably touch upon. It was great. So, yeah, this is GOMB Universe. Spoilers will not be a problem with me. Do not threat on any regard on any show. This show, Steven Universe, any show. Alright? So, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.